Let's bring in Ari Fleischer. Let's see if he agrees with me. Former White House press secretary. Ari, welcome back. I say that Davos has never, ever been as interesting as it is now. And I just love our president striding across the world stage, commanding the world's attention. What say you?
You got it. And it's interesting because Donald Trump is a disruptor, and he is going to the place where the elites gather to talk about what traditionally is accepted about free trade and globalism and how that benefits the world. And I think you're going to hear Donald Trump make the case that it may benefit some people, but it's really hurt a lot of blue-collar workers. And that was the impetus behind his surprise presidential win. And it's a remarkable thing, especially for a Republican, to be able to go to a gathering like that and put things in the terms that blue-collar workers can relate to. Yeah. I think that's what he's going to do, and that's why it makes it a very interesting speech.
And that's an understatement. Very interesting indeed. Now, you're used to dealing with the media, but the media, I think, refuses to give the president any real credit for all these bonuses that are being handed out and the investments that we're seeing because of the tax plan. Now we've got the administration, to some degree, fighting back. I want you to listen to what Gary Cohn and Wilbur Ross are saying about it. Roll tape.
If they had their money in their coffers, they could have done it last year, the year before, the year before, the year before. It seems like, since we have passed the tax reform plan, all of these announcements have been made.
They have no alternative but to make up fiction, but eventually facts overcome fiction. And I think the fellow who just got a $1,000 check doesn't care what the left-wing media says.
What do you say to that, Harry? Tell it how it is.
Oh, boy. But, you know, I remember after Obamacare got passed, the press fell upon themselves to go up to people who got the benefits of Obamacare, got health coverage that they did not previously have, and highlight them and illustrate them and make that case about the success of Obamacare. And now they're doing the opposite here. They're saying, well, yeah, these people are getting these rebates, but they would have got them anyway because corporations had that money. You know, it does show how Republicans always, Stuart, have to work twice as hard as Democrats to deal with the mainstream media. It's just a fact.
But what are we going to do?
The interesting thing here is the public sees through it.
But look, we've got all of these companies handing out bonuses. The money's arriving in bucket loads. In February, people's incomes go up. The paycheck goes up because of the tax cuts. What's the media going to do when we've got all this money flooding into the economy? The economy is growing. Do you think they'll ever change their tune?
No, the press is never going to give credit to Donald Trump for these things. Donald Trump's going to have to fight to take the credit, and he's got all good abilities to do so. It'll be a real test of whether he can stay focused on it and not distract by getting into unnecessary conflicts or controversies. But there's a lot here because the truth is on Donald Trump's side. The big event I'm looking forward to, Stuart, is GDP for the third quarter in a row. Will it exceed 3%, which has not done since 2007? Yeah. If that's the case, it's going to be very hard for the press not to cover the story of the first time. It never happened in the Trump presidency. I mean, in the Obama presidency, 3 quarters in a row, 3% or more GDP growth. It very well may happen here in the first year of Donald Trump's presidency.
Yeah, good stuff. Ari, thanks very much for joining us, as always, so we appreciate it.